So hello everyone. Today we'll be taking a look at California's housing crisis, and we will be using systems theories from Randy Chapter 10 to break down how public opinion, government action, and the results of all the action all fit together. So first, let's look at a little background information first. So basically, California's affordability plan didn't happen just overnight or yesterday. It's been going on for decades now, and we've had a really restrictive zoning, to be honest, and especially single family only zoning, which kept a lot of new housing from being built. And as Retzi pointed out in Chapter 10, the policy making process always starts with what's happening out in society. So basically, like public opinion, social pressures, and news coverage. All of that right now, uh, yeah. So, and if you were to ask any California right now, they would agree that housing affordability would be one of the biggest issues in the state right now. But when you ask people to fix it, especially when it comes to changing zoning laws, that's when people divide and things split. So there's groups like YIMBY that are pushing for more housing and more density, while many people disagree with them, like homeowners that are worried about parking, traffic, and neighborhood changes. That just adds more attention to the media and to interest groups and elections, and it adds elections to the mix too. And that's just a ton of pressure to the lawmakers to respond. And that brings us to what the government actually did back in 2021. Back in 2021, the legislature passed Senate Bill 9 and Governor Newsom signed it. Senate Bill 9 basically lets homeowners split their lots or add a duplex in areas that used to be like limited to just single family homes. It was part of a bigger effort to open up neighborhoods to more housing. Some local governments though reacted differently. Some cities like worked together with the law and were issuing permits, while others were like pushing back or taking legal action because they said like the state was like overstepping local control. Like meanwhile, some agencies like the Department of Housing and Community Development were checking whether cities are actually meeting the housing requirements. So you may be wondering if like the Senate Bill 9 was working, and it's half and half. Like it's mixed. It hasn't dramatically changed the housing landscape yet, but we're seeing some small scale infill projects getting built in certain areas. A lot of slow impact comes down to high construction cost and local level barriers. From a systems theory perspective, this is the output stage where we all look at what policy actually does. So Senate Bill 9 does have potential, but and it can create more that missing middle housing and make neighborhoods more diverse over time. But there's obviously more room for improvement and things like better financial incentives and stronger enforcement against cities that block the projects. Of course, overall, Senate Bill 9 is a really like great idea, but it isn't just like a magic fix, of course, but it's a big step towards getting there. And if we really want to tackle the housing crisis, then policies like this we should continue to support and reform them. Thank you.